Have you always been told that red plus blue equals perfect purple, but every time you try to do that with your paints, it kind of makes a reddish, muddyish brown? Well, by the end of this video, I'm going to show you exactly why that's happening, and I'm going to show you which paints to choose to fix that to make a perfectly vibrant purple every single time. For all the best lessons on painting with vibrant color with acrylics, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified every time I post a video so you don't miss a thing. So when I asked the over 2,000 artists in my Painting with Vibrant Color Facebook group which color they had the most trouble mixing, purple came up more than any other color. So a lot of times my students feel like they're doing something wrong or there's something wrong with them when they can't mix the right color. But I'm here to tell you, it's not you, it's your paints. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly which colors to use instead of just your basic red and blue, and I'm going to help you solve your purple problem once and for all. Let's dive in. All right, let's dive into mixing some purples. So like I said, the most important thing are the colors that you are starting with. So we've got a couple of blues, a couple of reds / magentas, and I'm going to show you which ones really make the biggest difference. So we've got cadmium red, quinacridone red, and quinacridone magenta for the reds over here. And then we've got Prussian blue, phthalo blue, and ultramarine blue. You can try this with any blue that you have at home. Just test your different colors, but I'm gonna show you, in my opinion, which ones make the absolute most vibrant colors. So let's get started. So we're gonna start with the cadmium reds. And to test this, you always wanna mix your darker colors into your lighter colors so you can have more control. So we'll take a little bit of cadmium red, a little bit of Prussian blue, and that is not purple at all, huh? Right? Not looking so great. So let's try the next one, making sure to wash the brush as thoroughly as we can in between. Take some more cadmium red here. And as you can see, no matter which blue we use, the cadmium red is really just kind of turning brown. A lot of times I see people trying to mix purple and they kind of get upset because they're like, why? I'm mixing, I was taught in elementary school, red and blue makes purple and it's not working. What am I doing wrong? And this video is going to prove to you it is not you, it's your colors. So all three of these blues produced kind of an icky brown. And let's add just a little bit of white just so that we can really see what colors are going on in there. You're going to see even adding white, not really going to make it more purple. Yeah, more of a pale brown. Kind of leaning towards purple, but a little bit muddy. And let's see about the ultramarine. Brighter red, still not great. Not exactly what we're looking for, right? Let's try the quinacridone red. So cadmium red, I don't use it a ton. Quinacridone red is going to be a little bit more transparent and it has a little bit of a deeper red hue. I'll hold it up so you can see the difference. This one definitely leaning a little bit more towards orange. This one a little bit more of a pure red. Quinacridone is just the pigment versus the cadmium. I'm not going to get too technical, but let's take some of the quinacridone red. We'll do a little bit of Prussian blue. Okay, so that's like kind of getting a little bit more. We're having, this is more of like a red-violet situation. Okay, not quite the purple that we want, and I'll lighten it up so you can see again. Let's try the quinacridone red and the phthalo blue. Okay, also hinting towards violet, still really red. And the more blue we add, it kind of goes straight to blue-violet, like we're not getting a nice purple in the middle. Dry off this brush. Now let's try the last one. Quinacridone red and ultramarine blue. All right, a little more transparent, a little bit more vibrant. Definitely leaning towards purple. Not a bad purple at all. So let's lighten these ones up. with some white so we can really see the color. All right, probably a little bit too red to be a violet. Let's see the phthalo blue. And by the way, this is the phthalo blue green shade. Phthalo blue red shade might even work better for these violets. I just don't have it. All right. Okay, so we still have, it's a little bit more violet than the cadmium red, but it's still a little bit grayed out. And now let's try this one. Might have to remix our purple here. Try a little bit of white. Okay, getting there. So we've got all these different purples, and the quinacridone red is certainly a little bit more vibrant when it comes to purple than the cadmium red. But let's try the quinacridone magenta. And let's see what happens. So again, taking our lighter color, mixing the darker color into it, a little bit of Prussian blue, a little more. All right. Definitely some more vibrancy from that magenta there. Add a little bit more blue. All right. Definitely a better purple so far. Let's add a little bit of white just to see. We'll do it as we go this time. Much better. Definitely liking that. More vibrant, a little bit more violet. Okay, now let's see with the phthalo blue. All right, even more deep purple, definitely like that. Lighten it up. Yeah, and you can see this light purple compared to the other two above it with the phthalo blue. Definitely more vibrant. It's definitely a true purple, right? These ones feel a little bit more gray. But let's see what happens when we do the quinacridone magenta and the ultramarine blue. And this violet is really beautiful too. Might even be the most vibrant one. Yeah, and this one is leaning a little bit more red. So we could add a little bit more blue. Yeah, and look at that. Really, really pretty, vibrant purple. So look at the difference between those three reds, right? We've got the cadmium reds, all three of them were kind of muted and brown. The quinacridone red was a little bit better, definitely getting there, but still not quite vibrant purple. But as soon as we brought the magenta into the picture with all three of these blues, we're seeing so much more vibrancy in all three of those purples. So the one that I use the most is going to be the one with phthalo blue. I do love the ultramarine purple too. So if you've been struggling and haven't really known why it's not working or why you haven't been able to mix a really beautiful purple, it might be not because of the blue you're using, but because of the red, or maybe it's because you're using red at all and you should be using magenta. So quinacridone magenta is awesome for mixing really vibrant purples. And just as kind of an advanced bonus tip, I'll explain to you why the cadmium red is causing everything to get kind of brown. So cadmium red, I'm gonna pull my color wheel. Cadmium red is definitely closer to orange, right? It's kind of more in this like red-orange area. Where is it? We've got it right here. It's farther away from purple, closer to orange. Orange and blue, because they are directly across from each other on the color wheel, they're complementary colors. And what that means is when you mix them together, they're gonna make brown. They're gonna get kind of muddy. So it stands to reason that a red that's definitely warmer and closer to orange is going to make a muddy color when it mixes with blue. So that's why that's happening here.
And when you use magenta, magenta is definitely a cooler red color. It's much closer to violet already. So it's already kind of predisposed to making a lot more vibrant purple. So I hope that little bonus color wheel trick helped you. But long story short, if you are looking to make more vibrant purples, you have to get quinacridone magenta.
So now you know which colors to use to mix a super vibrant, perfect purple every single time. So tell me in a comment, have you had this issue where you're mixing blue and you're mixing red and it's just not working? Tell me in a comment if you've had that experience, and then go ahead and test the colors I showed you in this video and let me know how that goes. And if you're wondering what other colors I use to get super vibrant colors in my paintings every single time, make sure you download my quick start guide to painting with vibrant color. That's in a link below this video. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and share it with your color-loving painting friends as well. And if you want more color mixing videos, check out these videos right here, and I'll see you in the next video.